What's up, everybody? It is me, your boy Rico No Suave. And when legendary people walk into my life, I have to walk to their house. And that's what happens. I had to drive my rental car and get here. And I'm so happy. And big shout out to Deborah Hayter. Hayter. Yeah, that's her last
Yes.
name.
Okay.
And it was such an honor to be able to know who I was going to be able to walk up to and be a part
Mm.
of. And it's a blessing for me, Rigo Suave, to be here with none other than a former singer of the Supremes.
Thank you, Rico. Thank you.
Hey, it's all about the pain. Scherrie Payne, baby. Let's go. Hi, Sherry. How are
Hi,
you, love?
Rico. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Oh
Thank
man,
you.
thank you. I do want to talk about kind of the history just a little bit. If we can touch on the history
Okay.
of how you started with the Supremes and what was it like? Because time changes over time, but we always
Yeah.
keep we call it, of course, our new guy, we call it the old school, the old school flavor of the Supremes. What was that like when you got that role to be able to be a part of such an amazing group?
Oh man, legendary group. It was because of the auspices of Lamont Dozier,
Hmm.
part of Holland Dozier Holland, and he had come out to California. We were in Detroit, living in Detroit then, and he met Mary Wilson at a party, and she told him that Jean Terrell had just left the group and they were looking for a new lead singer. So
Okay.
he suggested me. Thank you, Lamont. And so,
I love it.
when it was, I think, a Monday when Mary called me and she said, Lamont told me all about you. And she thought it was Frida he was talking about. And he said, no, 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 her sister, Sherry.
Yes, ma'am.
So she said she wanted to see some stuff. And so I sent her uh, a couple of things from the Glass House. That was a group I was in.
Okay.
The Glass House at Invictus Records and some pictures. And so that was on a Monday. I FedExed them. And on a Thursday, I was over to my best friend's house. To this day, she is Barbara Gaines, who is married to Walter Gaines of the group The Originals
Oh
at
wow.
Motown. Baby, I'm
Yeah.
for real.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh.
Yes,
I was
yes.
over there with Lamont because he was my boyfriend at the time.
Okay.
And so we got the call. My mother called, said, Mary Wilson just called you, want you to call her. And so Barb said, yeah, go ahead and call her from our phone. Go ahead, call. So I called up Mary and she said, I got your package. I loved what I saw, and I would love for you to come to Los Angeles. I said, oh, when? She said, Saturday. I said, Saturday? This is Thursday.
Oh
Saturday.
wow.
She said, I've got your ticket already at the air at the airport. And so I said, oh, okay. So then I hung up, and Lamont, Walter, and Barb start screaming, oh, the Supremes, the Supremes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, yeah. So anyway, when Lamont dropped me off home, I said, I walked in the living room and told my mother, and I said, am I crazy? The Supremes, that's too big. Oh, no, I can't do it. So my mother gave me that big mother talk.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And
Yes.
so Saturday morning, Walt's brother picked me up
Uh-huh.
and took me to the airport, and I landed in at the airport. Cindy Birdsong and her husband Charles Hewlett met me,
Wow.
and they took me right to Mary's house, and we started rehearsing. I didn't know that was a Saturday. They had a gig the following Saturday. Yeah,
Wow.
and I think New Mexico State Fair,
Okay.
and so I remember we were rehearsing for that. And I remember that was a Friday, Saturday, we were walking into the state fair and went through the tent, and then the fans lined up on both sides of the carpet there to go in.
Yeah.
And they were screaming, Mary, Mary, Cindy, Cindy, Diana, Diana. And I said, I'm not Diana. People, can't you see? I'm not Diana. I don't look anything like her. But anyway, that was my first gig, and I did the gig. I think Donny Hathaway may have been on the show.
Oh
I
wow.
believe so.
Wow.
And we did the show,
Yeah.
and afterwards, Mary and Cindy ran up to me and hugged me. They said, "You were fantastic.
That's awesome.
You're in. You're
Wow.
our new Supreme,
Let's
our new
go.
lead singer." I said,
Wow.
"Praise the Lord." I said,
Yes.
"Wow."
Yes. There were so many things that was happening, during that time. It's so funny, I'm in my 50s, but when you say
Don't
the
look it.
good old, thank you. I appreciate that. Good old days.
Uh-huh.
That's always sticks as far as around for my parents. But then as you get older, you tend to realize that the good old days was really the good old days back in the 70s and also
Mm-hmm.
in the 80s. I was so
Yes.
happy to be able to live those moments between that. But the 70s had such a unique style, but it also
Yeah.
came with the culture of style of dress, being
Mm-hmm.
classy.
Classy. That's right.
What,
That's right.
how the
Wait.
youth
Oh,
nowadays.
oh my gosh. We were talking about that yesterday on the way to the Catalina Club, and I'm looking at these girls walking around with these little short shorts and so tight and
What?
their big butts and stuff. And it's like, dang. Back then, we had to wear girdles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't go out
Mm-hmm.
the house. When we went to church, we had to wear white gloves and
Mm-hmm.
a hat.
Mm-hmm.
And you better not have anything hugging your behind. We
Mm-mm.
were doing everything to
Loosen it up.
lose
Loosen.
behind. Although I never had one, though. It was always flat. Mary and I used to laugh about that.
But to bring the style though, because when you and sometimes I watch videos, of course, of Motown, of black and white. I always thought that black and white TVs was such a unique. When it came to
Yes.
color, it was nice, but the black and white also had that flavor to it, that great culture
Mm.
behind it, that
Mm-hmm.
made you feel like you're really watching something that you can
Mm-hmm.
remember for the rest of your life.
Mm.
When you were actually with the Supremes and actually, you're continuously going from state to state and you're actually traveling and you're on these sets that don't look like the sets today. Some of them was actually just plain. They had you get on that stage and you knew what you actually had to do.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about, the timing? Because you still sing very well. And when you're going from state to state and you're doing your thing, what do you see as far as like the transition of how technology has changed
Wow,
so
it's so
much with singing?
different. It's so different now. I mean, we don't work as much as we used to,
Sure.
especially after the pandemic that cut
Sure.
off a lot of stuff for everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
But I mean, it is so different. This technology. I don't really get. I'm not really a social media person,
Sure.
but there's just so much social media and all these technological terms. Even
Yeah.
with my phone, I have to ask my daughter or my 22-year-old grandson, "Can you help me? I can't do this. I don't understand this on my computer. How do I do this?" And then now AI is in it. It's like, oh my
Yeah. That's
God.
another big subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another big subject. That's something where, hey, I get out of here.
AI, get out of here. Is it Chat BET or BPT or something?
You
Some
talking
tang.
about Chat GPT?
Chat BT or whatever
You
it
said
is.
BET. You hear that, BET? We
Yeah,
chatting on
yeah,
BET.
right.
I love that. I love that.
I'm not
That sounds like
computer.
my mom. My mom is just the same way too. She was.
And I'll be 82 in November.
Let's
I'm not
go.
computer savvy. I don't get all this stuff. And how do you do this? And they say, well, send me this. I said, well, I don't know how to cut and paste and all that crap, man.
I love it, man. I love it. It sounds just like my mom. My mom is just like that. As far as a couple more questions, I know
Yes.
you're a busy lady, and I really appreciate your time.
Oh, I'm
So,
happy to do it.
when the Supremes, as far as of course you guys can see in the back area there, the beautiful picture with all white. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What was life like with being a singer and always hitting the road? Sometimes what we miss is good home cooking.
Good home cooking.
Yeah. What
I
was
was
it
on the
like?
road so much. I was on the road so much in the early days. It was like bam, bam, bam. But I traveled all over the world. I got to see places I never would have been able to see had I not been in the group.
Yeah.
I went to Japan many times,
Wow.
Australia, New Zealand,
Yeah.
the Philippines,
Let's go.
India,
Wow.
so many places. I said, let me see, there's that song, I've been to Nice, the Isle of Greece, but I've never been to me. But
You never came back home to you.
I think the only places I didn't get to go, and
Uh-huh.
I don't regret, was Russia and I think Israel. Those are the only places.
Wow.
Even China I went to, yes.
Different cultures really accepted the Supremes.
Yes.
The different cultures understood that there was a rhythm and a culture of the Supremes itself. Because, of course, when you think of Motown, you think about R&B, you think about blues, you think about that type of style that the Supremes actually had. What had that also stuck with you? What are some of the great memories that stuck with you in regards to the culture of the Supremes?
Wow. Well, We weren't just R&B. We did a lot of pop songs,
Okay.
and I mean the Supremes were just universal. Like I said, all
Yeah.
over the world,
Yeah.
and I think even more appreciated in other parts of the world than even here.
Yes, ma'am.
The fans were fanatic, and oh, I just have so many wonderful memories. I really can't just
Pick
pinpoint,
one.
just
Yeah.
pick one because there were so many
Yeah.
and so many moments when we were just thrilled.
Did you have a favorite dress, a favorite outfit that
Oh
you wore?
gosh, our outfits were so heavy,
I know. I
like
could
30
too.
some pounds.
Wow.
Hazel Beth Key Crackalack was our secretary, and traveled with us and helped us dress, and
Yes, I am.
she'd have to hold those gowns, and they were so like, oh God, you had a workout when you
Did you
traveled
have a
in.
favorite color?
Well, purple is my favorite color.
Okay.
Yeah, purple is
Okay.
my favorite color to this day. I don't think we really had any purple. I
I
can't
was gonna ask
remember.
you that. Yeah, if the Supremes actually had a purple color.
I'm
I
trying to
remember the
remember.
white, of course, and then I think. Did you have a favorite hairstyle?
Um, well, we wore wigs, and I really didn't have
Oh,
a favorite hairstyle.
okay.
And sometimes we wore our own hair
Yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah.
had much more hair back then than I do now. My hair is so
You
thin.
so good. You all good. You all good. Last question, my love. Legacy. We talk about legacy with iconic people as yourself, right?
Oh, thank
Legacy
you.
means a lot to people that grew up in the 70s or even before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saw the transitions from the 50s to 60s to 70s into the 80s. And of course, your songs continue to live on, right?
Mm-hmm.
What legacy do you want people to remember Miss Payne by?
Wow. Woman of truth. Somebody mentioned to me when they were talking about somebody, I said, well, look at it this way. They said, there you go, Sherry. You always want to find something good in everybody. I said, well, that's how we're supposed to be.
Yes, ma'am.
Love each other
Yes.
as you would love yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what I try to do. I try to find something good. And like people keep asking me, you should, why aren't you going to write a book? Your sister wrote a book and
Mm,
this person wrote a book. And I said, my mother always said, if you can't say something good about somebody,
don't
don't
say
say
it at all.
anything. Yeah, don't say anything at all. I said, there's so many things I could tell or put in a book. Secrets, I
Yes.
can't. If somebody tells me something and they said, "Don't repeat this," I don't.
Yeah.
I keep it to myself. I'm a person of my word, and I love the Lord,
Yes.
and I'm a child of God.
Yes.
Like I said, I sing in the choir at my church, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to do that. I was so tired last night from the show at the Catalina. I
Yeah.
didn't get into bed after 3 o'clock,
Wow.
but our choir was singing today, and everybody was saying, "No, go home and rest, relax. You don't need to go to church." Blah blah blah. Blah. And when I got home and got in the bed, finally, I said, I'm going to church, but I'm so glad I
That
did.
motivation.
Yeah, motivation. And God
Yeah.
woke me up even before the alarm went off. I said,
Wow.
that
It's
meant I
time to
was,
get on.
you need to go to church, girl. And then so many things, I just want, and I write screenplays, stage plays.
Oh
I put on
wow.
stage plays here.
Okay.
And in fact, in 2018, Quincy Jones came to my stage play, Lady in Waiting.
Wow.
Yes. And he said, "You wrote this?" I said, "I sure did." He said, "Wow." But it was about a woman on trial for murdering her husband. And it's a lot of twists and turns to it. So you think you know how it's going to end, and you
Yes.
don't. But and I write screenplays. I've written 20 screenplays, and
Wow.
I'm trying now to get them placed somewhere. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, an actor, a
Okay.
friend of mine, took the my stage play, A Lady in Waiting,
Yes.
and he made a teleplay out of it called Captive Woman.
Okay.
So we're co-writers of that, and so
Okay.
he did a pitch deck on it, and he's trying to get it out there and get this teleplay made.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it.
But
I
I
love
need to
it.
get back into writing, doing what God created me to do. I've always been creative
Okay.
and wanting to write. And somebody says when they ask me something, they said, I have to go all the way around the corner before I keep talking. They said, well, just get to the point. Say, you went to the store. You don't have to say, I went to blah, blah, and then I blah, 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 blah. I said, well, that's the writer in me. I have to be descriptive. I have to
Yeah.
tell everything.
Right. But that's a great thing where the mind doesn't go to waste.
Right, yes.
Right? You put everything on paper that you want to
Yeah.
have said because
Right,
it's
Rico.
either from the heart
Right.
and it's also from the mind and what you feel. Right? Those all come
Absolutely.
together. So I think for yourself, keep writing. Right?
Yes.
Keep writing. Keep just putting it out there. You know what also helps as far as with us being not to forget things.
Right.
It's
Oh, because I'm getting to that point where, ooh, what's that person's name? I know that person so well and I can't think of their name. Or what about this? Or what this happened? I can't remember. Oh, God, help me,
Yes,
please.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And it helps as far as we all get older, right? The things that we write down, it comes back to
Back.
us again.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I tell my mom that all the
You do?
time. She, even though she can't remember my name, every time I tell her, I say I have three brothers, right, and two sisters. So she
Oh,
go through
wow.
all of the whole family before she get to me. I said, Mom, I'm standing right here. You don't know who I?
Are you the baby?
I'm the baby. That's
Oh,
why
no,
she don't get
that's
down to me.
that is so funny. And see, my mother just had the two, me and Frida, my big sister. She's 2 years older.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Mrs. Payne, thank you so much for being with me
thank you,
today.
Rico.
I
You are
appreciate.
so sweet.
Thank
You
you.
could have been my son.
See,
See
I
there?
could be. I could go
Yeah.
for Ma. You hear that? Might be an adoption going on here.
Yeah, I'm going to adopt Rico.
Well, thank you so much for being here as far as with me. Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Thank you.
having me.
And
I
thank you for being on
appreciate
this
it.
earth with us to be able to
Praise the
bless more
Lord.
people,
Praise the Lord. Lord, keep me here for as
That's right.
long as I need to be
Let's
here.
go. You're going to
Okay.
always be here because I got to come and see you again.
Okay, okay,
I'm going to come and see you
yeah.
again.
Oh, we need to come to Chicago and perform and work.
Hey,
Yeah.
if that
Work on
happens, Rico
that.
No Suave will be there.
All right.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
I know your agent now. I know your manager.
Okay,
So I
yeah.
met your agent.
Okay.
We got that on tape too. Everybody, we got to get out of here. You already know the iconic, legendary Scherrie Payne from the Supremes, baby. It's
Yes.
always Supreme, baby, and
Oh,
always keeping
thank
up to the
you.
top.
Thank you.
Until next
Thank
time, that's
you.
her. This is me. I see you later. Ciao.